grab your cup. If you're in the US, it's Thanksgiving morning, so happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating with me. And if you're not, I wanted to use this coffee conversation for things that show up oftentimes around holidays, but it's really any time in your life. And it's all about how we get upset and stressed and anxious, especially when we're in the presence of people who we think should be doing something differently. We think they should have done something differently. So when we go back and we visit our family of origin or our siblings, our extended family, our children now, our parents, anything like that, where there's been long-term expectations and judgments about how people did or didn't treat you, that shows up a lot around the holidays. So I just thought this coffee conversation could be a little bit about that. And maybe if you can apply it to some degree, it would shift your day if you're having any of that kind of anxiety or feelings. So this comes from a little part of a conversation I had earlier this week in 2 different client calls, because it's a common thing, especially around parents when people are with their parents. Oftentimes those are things that we're working on to really shift how we see ourselves. So if you have an expectation in your head or a thought that they should support me more, they should have listened to me, they shouldn't treat me that way, I get upset when they treat me that way. That's the same thing as saying to your cat, if you had a cat, imagine you have a cat, and you say to the cat, you should be barking. Why don't you bark? I have an animal in the house for protection and companionship, but protection, I want you to be guarding the house. I want you to be barking when people come to the door. And you're saying that to your cat. I know it sounds silly, but think about it, right? A cat cannot bark. It's not going to bark. No matter how much you think any pet in your house should be a guard animal, no matter how much you were expecting barking and you're getting meowing instead, your upset about it is from you, not the cat. It's not the cat's problem. The cat's not going to be any different than a cat. And your upset and anxiety is all about you and what you're thinking and expecting something different than what the cat has already shown you it can do. The cat's like, hey, I'm here, I'm meowing, and I'm staying curled up in a ball sleeping, right? That's what I do. So you thinking the cat should do anything else is really the source of your problem, not the cat. Now, when it comes to our family of origin and the people we grew up with and our parents, it takes a lot more than just that simple analogy to really shift how we think and feel and to get ourselves to a place where we can let the anxiety and the stress go. So I'm not minimizing it, that it's that simple all the time. But just keep that example in your mind when you're out today, if you're out celebrating with family, or any day, when you go into work. If you work with someone who is always a slacker, who never really pulls their weight, and you keep getting pissed off that they're not pulling their weight and you have to do extra work, they've shown you that that's what they do. So to be upset about it is on you. What you need to do is something different. People can change when they decide to change. People can decide to grow and get other tools. But if they haven't done that and they keep showing you who they are and you keep being upset, that's the place where you want to go to work. And then look at, once I realize it's really about me, not them, okay, now I can stop being upset. And now what do I need to do to take care of what I actually really need? What do I need to do to have my house guarded? The cat's not doing it. Maybe I need to go get a dog. Maybe I need to put in an alarm system. There's something else I may need to do. That's a whole nother part of the conversation. But right now, I can stop being mad and upset with the cat who's only ever going to be a cat. The people in your life are only ever going to be exactly as they are. They've shown you that. Your anxiety and stress about it is up to you to let go. And the rest of it is more work to be done, more than a coffee conversation. But for now, have a great Thanksgiving. I wish you a happy day, whatever you're doing today, or even if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving. And if you really can see how you're keeping yourself stressed and anxious and you want to release a lot of that, there's actually some Black Friday deals showing up, Black Friday opportunities to do that kind of work if you've been thinking that you're ready to take it on. Okay? So look for that or drop me a comment if you don't see it. Have a great day.